Power Book 4, Force Season 3 Episode 7 is titled Lines in the Sand, and is scheduled to premiere on Friday, December 19, 2025, midnight ET on the Starz app, with linear broadcast at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. As of today, December 14, 2025, the episode has not aired yet, so there are no spoilers, highlights, recaps, or discussions available. The official description is, while some relationships are mended, other brewing tensions reach their boiling point, setting the stage for unlikely allies. Anticipate growing power struggles for Tommy Egan, possible conflicts, including a hint of drama between Diamond and Tommy, changing allegiances, and repercussions from recent incidents such as Claudia's passing and the cartel's responsibility. High-stakes scenes involving characters like Vic and Miguel, Tommy using political investments, Jenard continuing to cause division, and perhaps a spotlight on Shanti, Showstopper, are all hinted at in the previews. The consequences of Episode 6, Asset Forfeiture, are still being felt. Jenard is aggressively inciting drama and attempting to turn people against Tommy, and alliances are breaking down. Tommy profits from his political ploy with Stacey Marks. Miguel Garcia is anticipating serious repercussions. There are indications of intensifying conflicts, such as possible strain between Tommy and Diamond, Vic taking risks, and shifting allegiances between CBI and other factions. In the latter part of this final season, the show is setting up even more pandemonium. Tommy's political play pays off. Tommy uses his prior investment in U.S. Attorney Stacey Marks' campaign as leverage. You can anticipate him doing this to defend himself or attack adversaries. Miguel Garcia on the brink. Miguel gets ready for battle, or his own demise, following the cartel's calling card in Episode 6. In teasers, he is seen preparing to battle until the very end. Jenard stirring the pot. Jenard persists in causing strife, focusing on divisions between Tommy and important figures. According to previews, he may be swaying Vic Flynn's allegiance by drawing him more into his machinations. Diamond vs. Tommy tension. Previews strongly hint at a possible direct confrontation between Diamond and Tommy following their differences over business and personal trust difficulties in Episode 6. Temporary truces may be forced by survival and money, but boundaries are being drawn tightly. Mended relationships and unlikely allies. According to the synopsis, some strained relationships begin to mend, perhaps Tommy and Mireya's fallout or the CBI's internal mending, while simmering tensions explode into unexpected alliances, perhaps old rivals banding together against a greater threat like the cartel or the feds. Diamond's issues are far more complicated than Jenard's animosity toward Tommy. He becomes resentful of Tommy's choices, particularly when he repurposes their firearms without consulting them, a violation of both power and respect. Diamond admits that it goes beyond simple operational overreach. It has symbolic meaning. Chicago is not built to accept an outsider making choices, yet Tommy is acting like the leader. Jenard exploits that insecurity. With the psychological dexterity only a brother possesses, he pushes Diamond. He wants to know about his manhood, power, and loyalty. And it's effective. Diamond folds because he is tired of maintaining order while Tommy rushes forward, not because he wants to betray Tommy. It is one thing to plan against Tommy. Following the Chicago drug ecosystem's regulations is an additional choice. Tommy won't give up easy, and the brothers know that striking him will spark a conflict for which they are unprepared. Jenard offers a more straightforward solution, making use of the coalition. Coalition law gives each crew the right to vote. They don't even need to fire a shot to secure Tommy if he is defeated. Jenard is certain that this is the strategy he has been waiting for since Tommy arrived in the city. Diamond reluctantly consents in the end. Chicago's conflict thus moves from safehouses and alleys to back rooms and political scheming. The narrative of the Sampson brothers covers more ground than merely disobedience. Change is another aspect of it. For the first time, people are refusing to respond to Tommy's pandemonium. Rather of trying to manipulate him, they come up with their own strategies and subvert his authority by fusing his unpredictable nature with careful consideration. Tommy, who has a reputation for being erratic, would at last have to contend with opponents who can outsmart him rather than just outfight him. Because it is motivated by ego, pride, fear, ambition, and money, this betrayal is more hazardous than a straightforward double-cross. Tommy can see bullets approaching. Politics is something he cannot escape. Tommy Egan and the Sampson brothers might not be able to live together in Chicago for very long, according to episode 6. Furthermore, the subsequent actions may completely alter the city's power structure rather than merely redrawing coalitions. The explosion is solely caused by money. It is quite abundant. Jenard introduces a new product that comes directly from Hong Kong and has a direct fentanyl pipeline. It should be sturdy enough to endure 9 or 10 steps on it. Alliances, histories, and well-worn street norms can be overshadowed by the enormous profit margins. Jenard believes the opportunity is too important to pass up. Diamond's whole story has been shaped by this kind of moral turning point. He has been struggling to choose between the person the streets demand he remain with and the person he wants to be. However, Jenard asks him the crucial question, how long are you going to let this white boy run our business?